What's going on? Welcome to this infamous video. Now, all you good players out there, don't you fucking hate when people take your pentakill? Now, the art of the pentakill, as we get into this game, is that the art of the pentakill is that you are doing so good, usually in the mid, the early, and the late, and the after late, the after party, the after party of the after party. You're just doing great and amazing. Then some dick comes and takes the last kill. You're working hard. You're like, to the left, to the right. You're doing the cha-cha slide with all your abilities and your auto attacks. Get that motherfucker over there, over there, over there, here, over there, over there. And all of a sudden, you see the last person. He's so weak, and then the guy goes, and kills him. Why? That's not necessary. Now, this is a ranked game, me and Fire. If you guys don't know, he's one of my viewers. I decided to duo queue ranked with him. This is a ranked game that this is happening in. So we have Garen up mighty top. We're going to have Lulu mid. And we're going to have Siobhan in the jungle. That's what we're going to have. They're going to have a grand old Tristana Soraka bot. Udyr in the jungle, Shen up top in the tip top, and then they're gonna have Ken in mid. Now, the thing that what I really hate, I'm gonna show you something, guys, later during the video in bot lane. So you guys can leave me a comment. What do you guys think about feeding? The art of feeding, like how that exactly works. Now, I think a lot of people in this game, they legitly forget that there is the possibility of someone actually being better than the other person in the other lane. Now, feeding, in my opinion, is when not only are you giving the other person kills unnecessarily, but you're also not denying them farm. You're basically letting them become a effective factor in the game for free. That's kind of like feeding, in my opinion. But sometimes you can't avoid it. When the other person is legitly better than you, has better mechanics, better knowledge, and is making plays and reacting quicker and stuff like that, they blame the person for just not being on that other person's level. I don't necessarily think that's true. Now here we go. We're going to get a level 2 Ganko. But luckily Siobhan started off red, so he's not going to come here. So he's going to come here to see if he can steal the red. Maybe take the golems. A little stop right there. Probably pinged, not pinged, he probably let them know, hey, I'm coming. So he steals our golems. What a jerk, what a jerk. And he's gonna come and try to gank us here. Let me get a thing on. Now what I tell my person here, now when you're going against Tristana, same thing when they're going against Ez, it's sometimes more beneficial. Alright, let me just show you guys this. He burns his exhaust, and he exhausts his Udyr. I don't burn any flash. I know a lot of people with a flash there. There's no purpose. The only one that has a CC is Udyr. He hit me with a CC, or he'll hit somebody else with a CC, and I can walk away. They don't have enough damage. So what happens here is that when you have Ezreal or Tristana, it's sometimes better to go after the support, especially like they have a really squishy support here with Soraka. If they had a tanky or support, I really wouldn't be able to do that. So I'm gonna have to go for Soraka, because if you stun or do anything to Tristana, you kind of can't follow up. That's kind of how that works, because she's just gonna use her escape and put a big distance. Now I can follow Tristana and burn my escape, but with junglers coming and stuff like that, it's usually not smart to do that. So luckily for us, we do have a Soraka, so we can just focus Soraka and then come back for Tristana when we can do heavy burst on stun. They try to go up here and get a kill. Looks like they're not going to get it on Shen, baby. Now we're sitting here, we're pushed to the lane, and I really don't mind. I can see us under tower fairly decently. And I'm going to opt to stay in here in the lane. And that's first blood. Lulu gets dunked by Kennen, because I don't freaking know it's Kennen. Lulu probably really can't fight. I think there was a miscommunication up there. He's spinning to win, flashes out, and he might get the kill there. No, luckily, nothing. Oh yeah, there we go. Boop, boop, boop. What's up, bro? One kill. Shyvana knows she has to get the hell out of there. So right now it's 2-0 and not in our team's favor. I'm here and I maxed the W also on Ez. Now I don't really care too much. I know it's like, oh, if you max it in, then when you do the W, they can't trade with you. They cannot trade. And I'm thinking like, I mean, that's all cool and all. I just like the fact that it goes through minions. So like, it's really efficient harass, and if you level it, it gets a decent amount of damage on it. That's probably the only reason why I really level it. The Q I think is pretty strong, but I don't like the fact that as I like the Q right now, what is it? 28 mana. Yeah, I'd rather be able to spam that all day to CS and things of that nature instead of leveling it and then I can't use it. I'll run out of mana. So that's why I choose not to level that. Nice little engage here. He has to be careful. Kennen has a great amount of turn and burn since he can stun you with a certain amount of marks of storm on you. So you got to be a little careful. She did have like I think 1 or 2 on her, so it's got to be careful, don't get stunned. But they do have the engage here. Not that great of a gank because Lulu does have slows and things of that nature. You can let the laner initiate the fight first. If you guys don't know, when you are trying to gank and he comes back again for another gank, when you do have a gank, you let the initiator, whoever can actually, not the initiator, the CC'er, let the person with the CC like try to get the CC off first. It's 10 times easier. Shit. Sneeze. That hurts. Shyvana also comes here, but we're nowhere near in position to help her with that gank. She still tries to go for it. Like she's trying to force a gank, and it's not smart. Stop trying to force a gank. If you can't get a gank off, or the other lane's not paying attention, we weren't too fortunate to be paying attention there. Then just back off or try to set up a better gank, or let us try to set you up a better gank, a lane gank or something like that. That's usually how that works. Now he stuns it and shatters there, which pretty much, and she goes for the support there. Got a Shen ult. Now I sit here, wait for his thing to go. I think he would have missed me there anyway, but I'd much rather wait for his thing because I don't know. He did have flash. Obviously I don't know how his flash is down. So what you don't want to do is you don't want to flash before they do, especially with someone that has a CC, because then he can just flash on you, especially with low health like that. Oh my god. Oh, and he survives. God. Everything is going bad. I am the only one right now with a kill. 24 CS, 7 minutes in, so that's actually not too good. Oh, flash, and that's a feed. Executed. He didn't actually auto-attack him even once there. That was a free kill. So right now it looks pretty bleak. We are 2k gold behind. It's not really looking good in our favor. Tristana has slightly more CS than I do, and she also has a kill, and so she's probably financially ahead of me. Well, let me see. Yeah, she's 200 gold ahead of me. Not much, but every little bit counts. Every little bit counts. So I come back into the lane. We know that Soraka has gone. She has left this, and now once I don't have my tier 2 boots, but I'm working towards them. Since I have the money, I like to never go back, try to spend as much money as I can. Garen is having a hard time here against Shen. How often do you actually get to fight a Shen? So if you guys don't know, the minions, the tank minions they like to call them, I think, if I'm not mistaken, the ones that are in front, the first wave here, these minions, if you're trying to farm at the tower, they take 2 shots from the tower. Then you should try to hit them as the AD. And the caster minions back here take 1 shot, then you have to try to hit them. That's just how they work. Looks like Garen's doing a little bit more of the trades. Now, like I said, I'm just going to try to burst here down on Soraka. It's just more efficient for me to do that. The Ez ult actually kills her, which to me is very surprising. He should have just kept walking. I mean, they have the ward there. He had his stun coming up. My cooldowns come back up every time I hit a spell, so yeah, right? Yeah, so makes it a little bit more efficient. He's gonna come here, and the greatest thing about Ez is that even though he might be somewhat far away from a CC, he can easily arcane shift into it and then if you get your W, your minions don't matter. So at least like it's just better. So this stun goes away. I'm gonna get a full combo there. There we go, and that's all you got to do. Especially with a Taric. And anyone that has like a really nice bursty combo, Grace could have done the same thing. Dash up, Q. If you have ult, blast the ult, and then auto attack them to death. Nice, getting a little more harassed there. But when I'm with Ez, obviously I think most Ez players, they feel the same thing. You kind of run out of mana. They always used to say Ez is just mana hungry. A lot of, with my AD carries, I've noticed that if I'm doing very well, I don't really need too much mana potions. I might just take 2 for instance, but I do like to take an additional 2 mana potions as well. It's just more maybe stylistic. I know I don't see that many AD carries do it. It doesn't really kill your build. It's what, 70 gold. Now I see here that Udir's here. Oh, he's gonna get that kill. Is that a double? Wow. Awesome play there by Udyr. Now it's going up, trying to basically steal one of these kills. He's gonna get out. He gets the flash stun. I arcane shift, try to dunk him, but then Shen gets out. And then the stupidity of my the fact that I was chasing whatchamacallit, that I was still chasing Udyr, destroys me. Now Shen's just trying to ult here. He gets stunned on the tower. Now he's gonna get focus. Makes me, I know myself, I was probably like, maybe I can kill him. But he's really strong. He's going to teleport back to his own tower, if I'm not mistaken. Very strong. Now I have to back. And now they're sitting here. She doesn't really know what to do. I'm 2-0, 45 CS. That minute mark, not that great. She's actually ahead of me in CS because she's just been in lane and stuff like that. I haven't. Now, he's going the wrong way here. They can just turn and collapse on him, especially because he didn't go back on there. But I guess they're more worried about other things, but that would have been definitely a good time to just collapse on him and push him towards the ward, force him to go around this way, taking a shit ton of harass, especially with Tristana. So a little bit misstep on their play. I'm going to come back to lane. I have my tier 2 boots. I get a Vampiric because, well, why not? It's always a great item to get pretty early. If you have mana, it allows you to stay in the actual lane as long as you're semi-safe. It's a great item to get early, especially with 2 Dorans. With 2 Dorans and Vampiric, you're at 16, if I'm not mistaken. Yes, you're at 16 lifesteal, which is pretty good. You will get a decent amount for it. Now, he plays a pretty ballsy Taric. Oh, there we go. That should be something. No, he can't get that kill. Now, Taric should always, like, you know, he can maintain the bush control. Like I said, both of these people are pretty squishy. Even if they try to engage on him, that's a double kill for me. They can't. A good AD carry gets like a double kill every time they focus a support, especially a tanky one, because it's just going to take them too long to do it. So I tell him, like, hey, give me a stun, and I will probably kill off of that. Cannon over here is getting chunked down by Lulu. They don't have a ward on this bush, so they have to be very careful. Look at that. Soraka's getting a little bit too close. But see, he gives up the bush again. Really doesn't need to give up the bush. Doesn't need to give the bush up to Soraka. Can stay in the bush all day. Udyr is here, though. We don't have any wards, so I'm pretty sure we obviously really don't know that. He's going to come from... He wants to go... He wants to dive. And they're going to target... Yeah, see, they're targeting Taric here. For the simple fact that they know that they can't really kill me. So as they're doing all of this, I just shoot the thing, get that 1 kill. I burn a flash there. Shift backwards. I want to get Soraka, but I can't. See, I'm pretty low on mana. Shyvana is coming from behind me. So I'm still trying to go, but I'm just going to opt not to. Now Shyvana, unfortunately... Oh, they're just telling her to get the hell back. A lot of pings there. Like I said, this is a ranked game, so people are probably really stressed out. Just trying to push the lane. So I get another kill. I kill Tristana. They do focus down Taric. The problem sometimes with feeding off the support is that you don't disable the AD carry. You have to make it your own job, basically, to go back and like destroy the AD carry or something of that nature. Because I've done games where I kill the support so many times, and one, you stop getting a lot of money from them, and then two, you can then just be focused by the AD carry, who's basically just hitting you the whole time, kills you, then goes for your support and does it properly, and that's why you really don't leave the AD carry up like that. Unless, like, literally you only do that when you can burst it down. Like, so that's why you can do it with Taric. He has a armor shred. You can do it with champs like this. And Garen can do that all day as long as he takes some time to heal. Shed also can heal himself with his abilities too, so it's a pretty stupid lane up there. So now we go into here, and I tell him, you know, just stay in the bush. That's all you have to do is Taric, really. Stay in the bush, keep them basically feared away from actually stepping out and CSing and things of that nature. There you go. You can even do that if they're not near the bush. Very easy tactic. Even if they have it warded, it really doesn't matter, in my opinion. The only thing difference of if you have it warded is that they can come hit you, but that was never the problem. Now he goes in there, and she gets out of there. She's actually going to get out. Oh, she tried to go around, but the surface area was too big. Now he stuns there. I'm going to go in there. Oh, Soraka heals the majority of that damage, but that's fine because did he waste the ult? He didn't waste the ult there, but he wasted a decent amount of things to get out of there. Like I said, I have 2 mana potions, so I don't know if I use one here or I'm about to, but it allows me basically, boom, and it gives me enough AD to just get the kill. 4-0, that is a rampage. If you guys don't know, that Taric's ult, and we have him, and I do bop a mana potion here. So I'm just gonna auto attack him. I mean, he gets stunned there. Soraka comes to try to help out, but let me go back to what I was saying before. Let me not forget my own statements. It gives you additional 30 damage to your friends that are around. Oh no, that's, yeah, granted, and it's nearby enemies half of the bonuses. So it gives me 15 damage and 15 ability power, which is amazing because I do scale off of both. I do use both. So our burst down bot is amazing. Which actually, now that I think about it, a Taric should really go with a mixed damage caster. Probably would actually benefit them a lot. So I'm 4-0. I am basically the only kills on the team. Lulu did get 1 kill. Now Taric, oh, Garen joins the party with a kill on Shen. Probably Dunkmaster flex that guy up there. That's how you do it. Now Udyr is probably gonna gank him. She hasn't been warding. Don't really know. Oh my god. Lulu, AP Lulu, AP Lulu, AP Lulu strong. Now purple team is trying to let them know, hey, Shyvana is coming up. You better be careful. Now they're moving out here. I'm back here. What do I have? I have a BF sword. Now when I as an AD carry, a main role AD carry, when I get to a certain point, I like to tell my support, hey, I am ahead of them. I have, what am I, 88 CS, 900, but I know I'm ahead in gold. I'm like 700 ahead in gold. I say, hey, CC them or whatever them, and I will finish this. They see it through the ward here, so they know that she's coming. And it's pretty obvious. They run all the way back. Shyvana at this point, they've been warding that try all day. When you know where the team's warding, you should best, you know. But we see Udyr coming, so we can collapse on Udyr. Soraka puts herself out of position, like way out of position. They have a teleport on a ward. They have Shen. I'm not really concerned about this because once they have Arcane Shift, so that's what I do. Arcane Shift away, lead them here a little bit, and then Arcane Shift out. Now we have a whole team basically down here, which is a great convergence on all the team. The only person not here is Kennen. I still have a decent amount of mana, still trying to pick up some type of kills. Garen's getting all these kills, actually. And I'm just going to go Arcane Shift to get that kill. Still have a decent amount of kills here. Not really too worried. A nice stun goes on him. And I get that. Get a nice little double kill there. Now she's chilling here by herself, but she really should just leave. There's no point in her staying by this tower. We have too much man strength. Yeah, there we go. Good job, Trish. Get the hell out. And we're going to take the tower. I think it's funny when people do this. Like, she's wasting time. She should just back. You always want to, like, try to save the tower, even though you might not be able to. Now, she steps up here, and I don't really agree with that. Luckily, I don't have any mana, so when I did Arcane Shift, I had nothing really to follow with it. 6-0 currently, and Garen taking a double kill from that, and 1 kill up lane. So we have 2 towers down. It's all great and gravy into our favor. Lovely, lovely, lovely. And then we ping Dragon. Oh, purple team is pinging dragon. I actually agree with that. They do have it warded. We also do. The problem with getting dragon in this position for them is that they don't have an oracle. They don't have a pink ward, right? They don't have a pink ward. When you guys are trying to take dragon or any of those weird, crazy things, you need to ward clear it. Now, I'm an idiot, and I'm sitting here, and I'm like, yeah, don't worry, guys. I'm going to ult this thing. And I completely forget to. Balls. So, they get it for free while I was CSing. Whoopsies. Nice free dragon. Puts them... Actually, wow, look how amazing that is. Because their team actually is CSing fairly well. All around good CS on their team. A little slack by Shyvana in comparison. Yeah, a little slack by Shyvana. She's really just getting assists. She's not even getting kills or anything like that. So they are really close in CS. They're actually ahead of us now in gold, which is pretty amazing to see that. Just because of CSing and that one little dragon, they are behind 3 kills, but they have made it up. Don't always think that kills mean anything. That was one of the biggest things that I hated when I was in, not even ELO, just lower summoner level. Everyone based everything off kills. Not even if you got ganked to hell or anything like that. They just based everything off kills. And if you said anything like, well, this was happening, and then this was happening, it was so difficult. But no, then just do this, you're feeding. It's like, no, bro, you don't understand. They're playing better than us. That's why. It's not just, I'm losing to this. I'm not losing to bot lane. I'm losing to bot lane, the jungler, and mid that keeps coming down with CCs of hell. So now they're coming here. Oh, yeah. He tries to go for a gank, but she does her own heal. Got a nice little dragon thing. We're not here. I think I back. Shoot the ult. And Soraka dies. Why did she die? Because chick is just stuck nowhere. Get that kill, and then looks like, oh, they don't get kill on Tristana, but they're really weak here. They should have been backing off a long time ago. So I come in here. Shen is annoying. I'm going to probably get the kill here on Shen. There we go. Easy kill on Shen. He just outpositions himself there. Legendary. Thank you, girl. I didn't know how nice I was. So, like I said, what am I? 8 kills out of 14. Purple team actually tries to surrender. I get another kill there. Can't get that kill. Cooldowns are OP. Usually when you do hear legendary unstoppables and stuff like that, it's probably about the right time to start surrendering, to be honest. You're really far behind. I do have an IE and I still have my vampiric, so like I said, with blue buff, I really didn't even have to go back. I'm just life stealing and everything all the way back up. Easy peasy lemon squeezy. So they surrendered, so they failed to surrender, so they can't surrender for a little while. It is 15 to 10, so it does look pretty even. Now we are, what is that, 2k gold ahead, but you know, whatever. That's not really too much of anything. It's not really, you know, something that they can't come back with. And they're gonna get a nice little, oh no, they almost do. I want to come in here, quick kill thanks to good old Tarek. And Soraka, I throw that, get a nice little nick on her. But we don't know, so we back off. I really don't know what's up there or who's there waiting. I mean, obviously there's nothing but a crappy Udyr because I am 2 levels above him and way item ahead of him also. So he's not really anything I need to worry about. He's sneaking around, but it's really not smart for him to be doing this because his whole team is not here. They're very far away. So he's going to get stunned and slightly engaged on. Nothing too major. Wow, why did I do so much? Oh, she has a wriggles. I would say, why did she do 500 to something? Why is she so strong? Now Tarek's gonna go. He's gonna be here. Now we see that Udyr is here, and he's spinning. Garen, doing his thug thizzle. Now we put a ward here. Get Shen taunted there. Tristana starts engaging on me, which is pretty smart. Oh yeah. And they're ulting. I'm trying to stay away from the ult as best as possible. Shyvana goes balls deep. So we're just sitting here. I'm kiting as best as I can. Garen goes in again. Now I see once the health gets pretty low, I'm just going to ult chip him again. And the red buff actually takes him out there. That wasn't me. Kennen is overextended here. Get a double kill. I'm gonna engage, flash up on there, get a triple kill. Now I get ulted, so I can easily pick up the kill there. Quadra kill, waiting for my penta. Oh, and I'm just chunking the shit out of it. And then Garen takes it somehow. Which was weird is because Taric stuns him. So they do surrender there. Now, but what I want to do is I want to see exactly how they PentaStealed me. Gonna slow everything down. Now all their members are alive as we saw before. I do the Ez ult just to chunk him down a little bit more. And I do miss my Q there. He dies to red buff. That's why he dies there. Nothing possibly hitting him there. Kennen goes a little bit 2 balls deep to get a kill. Lulu's basically supporting me at this point. She does a little bit more damage to him. And as I did, another auto attack goes in there. Now I'm going to arcane shift. That's an auto attack. Throw a Q. Flash. Get another thing. He was actually trying to KS me right there. Now get a nice little dunk on her. Now I don't understand how Garen gets this kill. I really don't. He has Phage, Brutalizer, and does he have his ult? He has his ult. And this E thing, and then his Q. But the thing is that I don't understand why they credit him this kill. Now we're sitting here, we're attacking. He Qs him. Does a decent amount of damage. I'm chunking the hell out of him. Garen walks away. He doesn't have red buff. This is why I didn't get it about this. He doesn't have red buff. I do. Wait. Does Garen have ignite? He ignited him. That's how he took my fucking kill. And then at the last second, before I can hit him, even before the stun goes down, which I think would have KS'd it actually. Look at this little spinner. Woo! Woo! About to take this guy's life. And then he dies by ignite. And Lulu thinks it's fucking hilarious. Anyway, guys, if you guys like to be live on the stream when stuff like this happens, come to twitch.tv/CashBryant. This is the YouTube channel. There's a Facebook, and all that will be in the descriptions. Hope to see you guys later. We get the surrender. We get the free low. 14-0 Ezreal for that ass. Oh, yeah, I still need to see that victory. Bam, baby. Oh yeah, it slowed down, so the sound effects actually happen a little bit back. Thank you for watching, and show your friends to tell a friend to show a friend to share a friend to tell a show a friend. Yeah, I fucked that up.